I'm going to show you how to convert from logarithmic form to exponential form. This is usually, you usually learn this when you start getting into logarithm. It's one of the first basic concepts for it. So we're going to take a step-by-step through it because sometimes, even for myself, it can get a little backwards and confusing sometimes. So the main thing is that we have these two rules between them. This is basically our guideline for converting between logarithmic form and exponential form. You'll get used to identifying this as you practice more and more, but starting out, we can just kind of basically go just based on this rule. So I'm going to walk you through a few examples to basically show how this works. So I'm going to move this up a little bit more for us. All right, so in the what we're going to do is we're first going to go from logarithmic to exponential, and then we'll go down through each one. So then the second one will be exponential to logarithmic, and the final will be logarithmic to exponential. So in our first example, what we want to do is, especially while you're starting out with this kind of stuff, is to basically just identify what each term is in the logarithmic form. So let's take this off to the side just so that I can show you really quick. Log 2, sorry there, log base 2 x equals 3. So what we're going to do is we're going to identify that our 2 is the a, the x is the b value, and the c value is 3. So now we basically just want to rewrite this form with our a, b, and c into the exponential form up here. So that means that we have 2 to the power of 3 is equal to x. And this would be our exponential form. For the logarithmic form, log base 2 of x equals 3. Now, we can do this for every other one as well, and this is kind of the method that you want to go through each one of these. You want to identify what each term means, and then continue on by matching them to what the other form is. So if we go ahead and take 2x equals 8 off to the side really quick, we can identify our a term, our b term, and our c term. So our a term in this case is 2, our b term is 8, and our c term is x. Now, if we convert that straight into the logarithmic form by taking this form up here and plugging in each of those numbers where the letters are, we will get log base 2 of 8 is equal to x. And that is our logarithmic form for the exponential form 2 to the power of x equals 8. And for our final example, this one's a little bit different. You'll learn about this as you start learning more and more about logarithms, but this is actually called a natural logarithm. Now, I wanted to throw this in here because I wanted to show you that this actually isn't any different whatsoever than a normal log. It's just defined natural log because it is the base of this logarithm is something that occurs very commonly in math. So we just have we already have an established function for it. So in this case, I'll keep that there actually. Uh, I'll rewrite this really quick. So the natural log of 2 is equal to x can be rewritten as log base e of 2 is equal to x. Now, this e is just a constant. It's equal to 2.71 and then a bunch of numbers after that, right? So we just want to treat this as a normal number. And so in that case, we can still do the exact same method that we were doing before, where we define it as a, b, and c. So if we look back to our form from before, the e in this case is our a value. The 2 is our b value. And then the x is going to be our c value. And so when converting this into our exponential form, we just do the exact same method as we did before, where we plug in our numbers for each variable. So a is equal to e, so we start with e to the power of x is equal to 2. And this will be our answer for the final example for exponential form. So this was just a quick explanation just to show you how to convert between the two different forms, the logarithmic form and exponential form. You'll have to do this a lot at the beginning, and eventually you'll get into doing a lot of logarithm rules, which I will work on getting a video posted for that as well. So I hope this is just a quick explanation. Uh, Let me know if you have any questions about this, and good luck with your homework. Have a great day.